Dat is waar, het staat op 23. Yeah, the remark stays the same. A little too narrow. Keep him straight. A little wobbling. Not straight on X. But that is mainly due to the fact that he is too short in the neck. He should get a little bit more length in the upper line. So it is a small 6 for the first step. But you should have a 7 or an 8 for something like that. More on 3 tracks. That is too little. There's not enough bend in the total length. And stays too short in the halls again. So the note is going to be a 5, because that's definitely not good enough. The 6 for the half circle. For the traverse, it's not consistent. It's wobbling, going to the inside, to the outside. So it's again, unfortunate, it's a 5 again. A little bit more activity from the hindquarters. It's too walky like now. There's not enough carriage in the transition. It just falls out of the trot. So in a 5 again, unfortunate. In total should get more activity in the trot now, definitely, and more length in the upper line. The bending is okay, but there's a little bit less carriage. You should have more carriage overall. So a 6 for the traverse. Now we get the shoulder in again. That's not shoulder in. This is wobbling, and it is not on 3 tracks. So this is a 4. The half circle is a 6. The traverse is a little better than the other side. Still a little bit uncertainty in the balance, but we could go for a 6 here. Now should get more uphill, because the horse stays too narrow and loses balance, because it goes on the forehead right now, so the hindquarters stay too far behind. So for an extended trot, it is not enough carriage and lengthening in the movement. And we get traversal to the right. Balance again, because it's too much. You can see that she is correcting every time now and then with the hand, and so that's why the horse does the same, and then you get the wobbling and the unbalance in the traverse. So this kind of traverse you don't get more than a 5 or something. Collected walk, more activity, more length. Let the horse walk on his own. Don't keep him all the way on the hand. Give more freedom. Yeah, a little bit sidewards in the turn on the haunches. A little 6 for the turn on the haunches, but the collected walk is a 5 again, because it is not straight and not in balance. It all comes, there is a red line in this riding. It is not enough balance, because the horse stays on the hand too much. It should get more freedom in the lengthening in the upper line. So the collected walk is always looking for his balance and stays on the forehead, instead that the hindquarters take over the balance and the weight from the foreleg. The extended walk was too little. The horse can do it, that's not the point. So it was a 6 for the hold, because it was not straight backwards. The 7 for going into the canter. There was an extended canter, that is not enough. That is simply not enough jump, not enough lengthening. So there's a 5 for the more jump here. 6 because it stays on the hand. to get higher notes, you have to change that. There's no question about it. That's okay. Actually the movement itself is not bad. But it's not never more than a 6 because the horse stays too narrow in the upper line and is wobbling because it still stays on the hand. Now we get the extended canter. More transition, show more transition. Little bend in the neck. He almost looks to the wrong side in the turn on the circle. So the extended that was a 6 or a 7. That can be, but the turn is a 5 again because it looks actually to the wrong side when it goes in the turn. More steps, at least 4 steps, 4-5 steps in the simple change from right counter to the left counter. You see the unbalance again on the middle line because the horse is not walking is not enough on his own legs and it walks too much and goes too much on the hand. That's why it is losing its balance by this way. As you can see now, the horse walks free now. Now he steps. Correct. It is now not limited by the hand. I'm with you in a second. One moment. So the trot is a 6. The canter is a 6, but the impulsion and collection is a 5. The acceptance of the bridle is actually never more than a 5. Unfortunately, that's the way how it is judged, or it should be judged. She is sitting herself. She sits correctly on the horse. But keeps the horse too tight on the leashes. So it is a 6 for her, but, and the effect of the 8s is actually a 6 or a 5. So this is a test where you don't get above 60% in this test, due to the red line in the test. I'm going to talk about her probably. The horse is not bad. It's pretty good. Irina, there's a red line in the test why you stay actually rather low in the points. In the points is because the horse stays too narrow in the neck. Mm-hmm. Actually almost throughout the whole test. He doesn't get enough length and he's going to need the length to get more balance in his movements. Mm-hmm. Because you noticed yourself and you're correcting that all the time is because he walks to the left and it goes to the right and then to the middle again, right? Yes. But you should not be able to do that. He should walk on his own in balance. And he's not doing that enough now. Mm-hmm. So you should get at least 10 centimeters more length, the nose more to the vertical, because he's actually almost throughout the whole test a little too narrow and stays too much on your hand. You are correcting all the time. You cannot ride like that. You need to give him a little bit more length so that the horse can move throughout his back and get more activity from the hind quarters. Okay. So that's the general line in it, because you lose many points by just the wobbling. Mm-hmm. Because he wobbles in almost all things he's doing, he's losing his balance because he stays too much with his weight on the front legs. Okay. Instead of that he takes over the weight on front and back legs. Mm-hmm. So you should give him a little bit more length, little lower, a little bit more length.
Yeah, I'm trying, but sometimes I lose too much control and then.
Dare to do it. Just challenge yourself and trust. And this is basic. This is basic what you need to do to get the more the balance in the horse, so that he moves by himself and that you can steer him around. Now you are forcing him a little bit too much in the circle. It should be more free. You understand what I mean? All right. So I think the horse can do it. But because if you see later on that you leave him free, then he walks like everything. So it is in the horse, but give it a little bit more relax and give it a little bit more freedom and let him walk on his own legs. All right? Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.